I don't know how this is possible, but I seem to have got away with it for this minute. It's beautiful sunshine again. It's awesome. Well, I set off this morning and I mean the forecast is horrendous, but God blimey, it's 16 degrees here in the mountains. There's snow on the top, so you can just about see behind me, which is incredible. You know, they just look brilliant. Don't know if you'll be able to see up there behind me, if I can even get a focus on that. But it's beautiful. It's about 16 degrees. It's nice and warm. It's great for riding on the bike. Roads, because it's relatively early, are quite quiet. Left the B&B this morning, another great night there. So that was a really good place to recommend to anybody. I mean, it was just fantastic. If anybody wants to tour this area and wants recommendations for accommodation, then just let me know in the comments below. And I do need people to subscribe to my videos. That would really help. And it's just that little button in the corner. Just click subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. You just get a notification when the video comes up, which is all good. So if you want to do that, that'd be great. And then you won't miss what's happening, what's going on. So onward we go. Sorry, onward I go. I keep saying we, but it is we. It's me and the bike. So yeah, we're going on. We're going on. Well, that all went tits up really. So some of the passes that I was going to go over are closed due to the snow, and so I ended up coming through the Frejus tunnel, excuse me, which is 13 kilometers long and was 26 degrees inside. Unfortunately, when I popped out the other side, well, you can see what the weather's like, and it went from 26 in the tunnel to 10 degrees, and it's now chucking it down, and I've still got a way to go. So yeah, it's not great. The forecast was for this in the mountains. I've been so lucky up to now, but unfortunately today it's located me and it's dumping on me, and it's only 10 degrees as I say, so it's cold as well. So I'm going very steady. There's quite a bit of water in places on the road, fortunately not a lot of traffic, and I'm just hoping that the route that I'm taking, that it remains open, because I've got a flag on my sat nav which is waving yellow at me, and I'm not sure what that means. So we just have to continue and see what happens. But yeah, not great. Oh, by the way, of course, I didn't, whether I mentioned or not, I am naturally now in Italy. I've got about another 5k to go this way, up the road, and I'm back into France. But currently I'm in Italy. I don't like Italy very much, so I'm looking forward to getting out of Italy. Okay, I continue the route. Well, it's the first of many that I've seen waterfalls. So I'm on the road now towards Gap and Briançon, and it's a real twisty mountain road. Fortunately, the rain is stopping, but the temperature, which was, as I said in the tunnel, 26 degrees, is now 8 degrees. So it's not very warm. However, the scenery is spectacular. I'll show you now. Well, I'm back in France now. Temperature's gone up, rain stopped. Probably around about 16 degrees, fairly windy. But at least I've lost that awful weather that was in Italy. And I was beginning to start to wonder why it was I went that way. But of course the idea was to ride some of the mountain passes, which is why I'd set that up on my ride command on Indian, which is a program that you can write it up and then just program it to the bike. But as I approached each pass, turn off of the pass off the main autoroute, before the tunnel de Fréjus, it said they were closed. So I was like, well, and the forecast was for heavy rain, so I decided just to continue. So that ended up with me going into Italy, which I really didn't intend doing. And as I say, coming out of the tunnel, Fréjus tunnel, was like coming onto another planet. The weather was horrendous. And the road from there down to Briançon was very, very severe in steepness and switchbacks. But this road now from Briançon to Gap is a good road, good biking road. Nice and smooth, reasonably flat, a few hairpins on it, but not too bad. So I'm just soldering on really. I kind of look forward to going south now, because the Alps are lovely, stunning, beautiful. But if the weather's not great, then not really a good place to be. Well, as you can probably imagine, it is a bit nippy up here. We're up on, I think it's the Col de Vars, V-A-R-S. And we're just about with the snow now. I'll just do a little bit of video of this so you can see it. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, we're in Barcelona, and just stopped for coffee because I've got a little bit of time to go before I can check into the Airbnb. So I've got a nice coffee here. Oh, that is nice as well. It's a beauty, in fact. So this is Barcelona, and I'm staying just up the road from here. So I thought I'd have a coffee a minute and then have a little walk. Just got to leave my bags, there's a few dodgy people around, so I've got to be a bit careful. Well, that was a day. Unfortunately, this happens when the weather doesn't play ball. Every intention was to go over loads of mountain passes and enjoy the sunshine and the alpine flowers. The weather had other ideas, and quite a few of the passes that were on my route were in fact closed. So I ended up, I had two choices. I could have gone the northern route and jumped over the top, which is what I wanted to do, or I could have done the southern route, which was less mountainous, and both about the same distance. And both incidentally said 2.5 hours or something. Yeah, well, that doesn't work because it's taken me 4.5 hours to get where I am now. So, however, so I ended up going north, as you saw, through the Frejus Tunnel, which cost me £27 on a motorcycle. So God knows what it costs. I was in there for ages. I mean, it was 13k long. Very interesting. Fortunately, there was no traffic in there at all with me. It was completely empty. No, I'm not surprised if they had to pay that sort of money. So I then went over the Col de Var, which you saw pictures of. Very cold up there. But I lost the rain. The rain was actually, I left it behind. More or less, as I came out of Frejus Tunnel, I got hit and blasted in Italy. And as I left Italy and dropped down a little bit, it got better. I then climbed up another 2,000 feet, and that was fine. And then it stayed off the rain all the way to where I am now, a place called Barcelonette, which is kind of in the middle of the Alps, sort of just into Provence. And I've got an Airbnb here today, which is probably the worst one I've been in. I mean, it's okay, but there's nothing here. I mean, there's no facilities. The room is big. Why even have to go and ask for a glass? I mean, there wouldn't be glass to drink out of. The nearest restaurants, you've got to drive back down to town. There is breakfast with this, apparently. So that'll be interesting to see, because the guy that runs the place just seems to spend the afternoon just sitting on the sofa, lying on the sofa. So I'm sharing the house, really. I've got an ensuite shower and wash basin, but the toilet's across the hall. So I think for 52 quid, after what I've been paying, this is expensive and a bit of a rip-off. But maybe, just maybe, you're paying for the view. I'll show you the room, I'll show you the view. So the room, it's big, but I'm only sleeping in here. Decent sized TV, yes, fair enough, I give it that. And then you've got the bathroom and shower in here, wash hand basin, and a few bits and pieces, nothing much. And then I think this is what you're paying for. I suggest this is what you're paying for. I've been looking at it all day, so yeah, I just think it's a bit expensive for what it is.